NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? On first down, Mahomes steps away to his left. Oh, he's going to and that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
And the Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. It's caught. Lockett. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. Mahomes now on first down. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And an alley to run. He's got the first down inside the 10. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
This complete to Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 3 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll find Metcalf. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Rashad Penny there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. The Falcons have it. Look at the big man rumble. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. There goes Green. The 40. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. A 93-yard kickoff return as his guys are back within a single score. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together, but that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Throwing on first down is Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf. 57 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in as they'll have a short field here on first and 10. Now Ito Smith. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
I'm coming. Hey, Sam off. Check 6 guys. Check 3. Check 4. Leo!
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 10 logo. Topper.
On second down, here's Smith. And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocking.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And what they're challenging here is the spot of the ball, and this is probably the hardest challenge to win.
So difficult because the speed of the game, the angles of the cameras, your angle from the sideline watching the play can often fool you into thinking that the ball should be placed in a different spot.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. A first down carry for Smith, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Back to throw. Mancuso. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
I got it.
2nd and 5. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Mancuso. He's going to go up top. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley there to make the grab. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Hauschko with the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. On 1st and 10, Mancuso. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the 1st half.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd
15 line. 15 line. Come on, baby. Let's see what you get.
On 3rd down, Mancuso. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Eluding the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Come on, dude. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Switch. Back, color. Bang. 15. Nice hit.
Mahomes now on 1st down. That's caught by Penny. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half, a second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is no good. He missed it, and this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On the draw, this is Smith, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Back to throw. Mancuso airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. On the run, it's Smith. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Mancuso. And that is incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case...
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Yellow. Let's go, little lady.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there. They'll run on first down. Smith. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
Hey! High 7.
Looking to throw on second down. Mancuso. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Green, and he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Mahomes. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Penny. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Stop your whining. Check 3.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He's looking for Ridley again. 3rd down here.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check 55 to mine. Check 55 to mine. Man, I got you.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run. And just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no? He's got a man, complete, 30, 10, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, an even 90 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The point after is good, and the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, Mancuso looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And going deep for Hill, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and now it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. 2nd and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And some room to run now. And just shedding him off there. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 46 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And the ball is knocked out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Vic Beasley. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll drop the throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When we talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
64,
On first down, Mancuso dancing to his left. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down.
60 or.
What's the run? They're running.
Recon, 132 fighter. Fire.
Here we go now with Smith. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Check. Blue draw quarter.
Trying to punch it in with Smith. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons cut into that lead. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
Hey, orbit.
Right there.
Go.
Operating from the gun, Mancuso. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Penny, a first down carry. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
It's Hill, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyreek Hill, 32 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Lorenzo Carter charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Looking to throw. Mancuso. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And down he'll go at the 25. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. To throw on third down. Mancuso. This complete to Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mancuso. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, damn!